Good evening, you nasty weirdos. Welcome to the darkest part of the web, the dark web. I'm surprised you found your way here tonight. Usually it takes people a lot longer and a lot more searching to get here, but you found your way here tonight. And you found your way to the scariest stories on the deep web. Welcome to Insomniac Theatre. Tonight's truly twisted tale is called Never Go Into the Devil's House by lookyloolookingatyou. Hello. I'm just your normal teenager. I go to high school with my two friends, Kyle, who is an impulsive daredevil who likes to play pranks, and Jessica, who's shy and timid and hot in a subdued, approachable way. As for me, I'm a relatable everyman type of person, kind of like a leader for our group. Well, one day we were drinking beers outside of our hangout in the woods because high school was canceled for quarantine. Kyle said, "Hey, you want to bet me $5 I'll go into the Devil's House?" The Devil's House is a creepy old rundown house at the outskirt of town. The weeds were overgrown in the yard and the front gate was all rusty and squeaky. Everyone who went inside never came back out. Of course, Jessica said, "No, Kyle, don't do it." But he was already halfway there. By the time we caught up, he was standing on the front porch, not looking so brave anymore. I could see the creepy windows through cobweb, two red glowing dots. Could those be eyes? Kyle laughed and then opened the door and went inside, and then almost immediately there was a high-pitched, ear-splitting scream. There were some noises like something getting knocked around, and this strange red liquid, red like blood, was being splashed all over the creepy windows from the inside. Gallons and gallons of this strange red liquid, and all this shrieking and knocking around inside. Some of the red liquid even came out the creepy mail slot and out the chimney. After 5 minutes, the front door came open and Kyle came crawling halfway out, slipping and sliding on that red liquid, scratching and clawing at that creepy, rotten wood of the porch and shrieking the whole time. His eyes were wild with fright and his hair was all messy, and then he slid backwards into the darkness of the Devil's House suddenly. There was one final, almost inhuman scream of pain and fear, and then a wet crunch. And then everything went silent. Trying to be reasonable, I said, "Come on, Kyle, nice prank. You earned your $5, but there was no reply. Finally, Jessica said, "I'll go check on him," and I pulled out her gun. I gave it to her, locked and loaded. She made her way timidly up the stairs and then opened the front door and went inside. And to my surprise, there was more mysterious, bloody liquid and screaming and knocking around. A severed hand broke the glass of a window and came flying out to land on the yard. Finally, it was quiet. There was no one left but me. I had to help my friends. I went inside and closed the door. There was a strange, coppery smell in the air, and I turned around to see the devil. And he was sitting on a pile of bones. "Where's my friends? And what is all this red liquid?" "That's blood," sneered the devil. I suddenly realized it was blood. There was blood everywhere. But where were my friends? Enough games. Where are my friends? "Where do you think I got the blood from?" smiled the devil fiendishly, while pulling out a knife and coming closer. It was my friend's blood. The devil had killed my friends. And now that I've had my appetizers, I'm going to savor the main course. Curse you, devil! I'm not the devil. Then who? I am God. I remember Jessica's gun and dive for it, grabbing it just in time and shooting myself in the head to spare the suffering. I wake up later in the hospital. Looks like you've had a bad concussion from drinking too much, says the doctor. Good thing I was able to give you a blood transfusion. Then Kyle and Jessica are okay? No, said the doctor sadly. Where do you think I got the blood? Friends, what a truly creepified story that was tonight. That was Never Going to the Devil's House by Looking at You. Link to the stories in the description below. I hope you found that as truly terrifying as I did. And I'm really thankful that you came to the dark web to watch Insomniac Theatre tonight. But little word of advice, stay off the dark web in the future, or else you might find yourself in the devil's house. Peace, fam. Good night. From quarantine while we all go a little mad.